Hi, this is Mrs. Hasmer, and today's lesson is on equivalent ratios. This is Eureka Math, grade 6, module 1, lesson 4. It's pages S15 through S17. And on page 15, it says example 1. The morning announcement said that 2 out of every 7 sixth grade students in the school had an overdue library book. Jasmine said that would mean 24 of us have overdue books. Grace argued, no way, that is way too high. How can you determine who is right? Hint, 2 to 7 equals 24 to blank. So 2 times what number gives me 24, and multiply that number also by 7. Okay, the same number that you multiply 2 by, you multiply 7 to get your answer here for the other ratio. Now, it says, how can you determine who is right? We really can't determine who is right because we don't know what they really mean by what is too high, right? I mean, so, anyways, we'll go to the next question. Exercise 1. Page 15, S15. Decide whether or not each of the following pairs of ratios is equivalent. If the ratios are not equivalent, find a ratio that is equivalent to the first ratio. If the ratios are equivalent, identify the non-zero number, C, that would be used to multiply each number of the first ratio by in order to get the numbers for the second ratio. Okay, so 6 times 7 will give me 42, but 7 times 11 will give me 77. So we say no. An equivalent ratio would be, like I said, 7 times 6 is 42, and then 7 times 11 would be 77. So it'd be 42 and 77 would be an equivalent ratio. So you'd hit no, or mark it no with an X, and then put 42 and 77, and that you use 7 as your number to multiply for both numbers. Okay, here we are on page 15. Decide whether or not each of the following pairs of ratios is equivalent. It's the same thing. Okay, so B is 0 to 5 and 0 to 20. So what can I multiply 5 by to get 20? 4. So let's see. If I multiply 0 times 4, I still get 0. And if I multiply 5 times 4, I get 20. So yes, the value of the C is 4. Okay? All right, now we're on exercise 2, page 16. In a bag of mixed walnuts to cashews, the ratio of the number of walnuts to the number of cashews is 5 to 6. Determine the number of walnuts that are in the bag if there are 54 cashews. Use a tape diagram to support your work. Justify your answer by showing that the new ratio you created of the number of walnuts to the number of cashews is equivalent to 5 to 6. Okay, so you have 5 walnuts and 6 cashews. So what times 6 is going to give me that 54? What times 6? I'm helping you out. 9. So what I multiply the cashews by, I would have to multiply the walnuts by. So 5 times 9 would give you 45. So 45 to 54. Okay? You know, what else did it ask you to do? It says justify your answer. Okay. So those of you that are at home, I did the tape diagram for you. You're welcome. Okay. Homework, page 17, problem set. Use diagrams or the description of equivalent ratios to show that the ratios 2 to 3, 4 to 6, and 8 to 12 are equivalent. Okay. So I made a tape diagram, so 2 to 3, okay? And if I had 4 here, I would have 6 here, total. And if I had 8 here, 4 times 2, and I multiplied 3 by 4 also. That would give me 12 here. So yes, they are all equivalent. Number 2, prove that 3 to 8 is equivalent to 12 to 32. So it tells you A, use the diagrams to support your answer. So 3 to 8, there's your tape diagram, okay? And use the description of equivalent ratio to support your answer. So what can I multiply 3 by to get 12? It would be 4. So if it's equivalent, I'd multiply this number also by 4 to get this number, if that's correct. So 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 to 32 and 3 to 8 are both equivalent. Okay, number 3, the ratio of Isabella's money to Shane's money is 3 to 11. If Isabella has $33, how much money do Shane and Isabella have together? Okay, so this is a little different question. They want to know how much they have together. Use diagrams to illustrate your answer. So what would I have to multiply 3 by to get 33? Okay, Isabella is 3 to 11. So 3 times 11 would give me $33. Okay, so she would have $33. And then if I multiply 3 by 11, I also need to multiply 11 by 11. And that would give us 121 for Shane's. So it asks you how much they have together. So you have to add the 121 plus the 33 that Isabella has to get your answer. All right, thank you.